All right. Recap of Game 5, Cavs 112, Golden State 97. I mean, so obviously it was a great game. 61 points for each team at the half. So you got to look at the first half, 3-point shooting. Golden State was 11 for 21, 61%. And then, well, no, they were 11 for 21. And then the second half, they were 3 for 21. So obviously we seen a drastic drop off ending into a 15-point win by the Cavs. Golden State was +5 on offensive rebounds, +3 on assists. Cleveland was +5 on steals. Cleveland had 10 blocks. Golden State had 9 blocks. Cleveland had 16 turnovers. Golden State had 17. Barnes gave him 38 minutes and only 5 points and 1 for 6 3 points. So he definitely has to, in order for them to win, he has to have more production, seeing as though Green was suspended. Curry had 25 points. Clay added 37. As always, shooting lights out. Spates had 11 minutes, 0 points, 1 for, wasn't shooting very good for his field goal percentage as well either. So he has to do better as well too. It just seemed like in this game that they suspended Draymond Green the last game. Honestly, I mean, I can understand why they suspended him, but I mean, if that was the case, they probably should have suspended him in the OKC series. I don't think it was well worth suspending him this game. I don't think it was as bad of a decision when it was last game. But again, Tyronn Lue told his players, if you don't think you can win, don't get on the plane. James had 41 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 12 defensive rebounds. Irvin, 41 points, 6 assists. So obviously they went off. Love only had about 2 points. But again, he's still coming back off that concussion or anything like that. Thompson has 16 points, 15 rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds. I think Thompson has to get better as far as, getting in the paint and dunking. He had got blocked or missed the layups. And I think he needed to watch some of Shaq's old videos. Because this is the playoffs, so this is the finals. When you're that deep, you have to put the basket you have to put the ball in the hoop, and anything to score like that. But again, I like James' selection. I mean, he was pretty good at his 3-point shooting, and going to the basket and attacking, and like he was. I mean, he has to be dominant. So hopefully, I mean, like they said before, this is the first time in history, if it happens, that somebody comes down 3-1. That comes back and wins all 3. But, you kind of got to have this fire the whole way, in the series. So, because this game, obviously, the other games could have been the other way. So, they have to find a way. Golden State is definitely going to be happy with, Draymond Green coming back. So, we're going to see how that plays out in Cleveland. But then if Cleveland can take this to a Game 7 series, they definitely got to have that same momentum when they go back to Golden State. Kyrie has to be able to play like he did play tonight. He has to play like that the whole season. So I think he's growing up as a player and maturing, as a leader and being an all-star, to be able to do that. And we'll see what happens in game 6.